All right, congratulations on finishing rule number 1. In this video, we're going to go ahead and dive into rule number 2. Rule number 2 is in a general section and focuses on responsibility. All right, let's jump right in. Rule 2A states, nothing in these rules shall exonerate any vessel or the owner, master, or the crew thereof from the consequences of any neglect to comply with these rules or the neglect of any precaution which may be required by the ordinary practice of seamen or by the special circumstance of the case. So I know that one sounds a little lengthy, but simply said, what it's stating is that anybody that's operating a vessel and is involved in an incident will be held responsible. Think of this like if you're driving your car and you get in a car accident, the person that's at fault is going to be held responsible. These same processes apply to the rules of navigation as well. Remember that the main focus of why these rules were put in place is to prevent collisions at sea. Rule 2B states, in construing and complying with these rules, due regard shall be had to all dangers of navigation and collision and to any special circumstances, including the limitations of the vessels involved, which may make a departure from the rules necessary to avoid immediate danger. So what this is basically saying is that everybody has to follow the rules of navigation. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you prevent a collision at sea. So having said that, if you need to deviate from the rules to avoid a collision, you must deviate. At the end of the day, if everybody followed the rules, there should never be a collision at sea. But what if somebody didn't follow the rules? And this is where you must deviate from the rules to ensure that you avoid that collision. Think about it if you were driving down the street in your correct lane. If a car were to approach you coming in the same lane head on, even though you have the right of way, you're not just going to stand your ground and keep driving. You would obviously make every attempt that you could to swerve and get out of the way and avoid that accident. Basically, this is exactly what this rule is stating. Everybody has to follow the rules to ensure that there's order, but if you need to deviate from the rules to avoid a collision, you must do so. All right, congratulations. You've finished rule number 2. I know that this one was a short one, but the goal for me is to separate each one of the rules so you can focus on them individually, one by one. Separating them like this really helped me when I was studying to take my final exam. Hopefully by now you're gaining some confidence and you're seeing that these rules, while they might be a little bit complicated to read, the message that they're conveying is actually quite simple. All right, so organize your notes for video 2, get ready, and I'll see you in the next video.